We are now joined by Anthony Ndaula, one of the volleyball coaches in the country. Last night, Uganda managing to beat Tanzania in straight sets. Coach, the team was not that impressive in terms of service, reception, and coordination. What is your take?
Yeah, the team might not have been impressive, but you see, eventually it took 3-0, which is a good result at this level of the world qualifiers. But you see, we should also remember one thing, that the players that we have are players that have just come together. They are not players that have been together for a very long time, like the Kenyan players or the Tanzanian players, or rather the Egyptian players, for instance. Because when you look at the Kenyan players, when you look at their names, they have been there for years. But some of our players have just been assembled. You get it? Because we have not had these competitions by our national teams. So sometimes it affects some of these players, because when they get to the international stage, the demands there are bigger than what they are at home.
What is the problem? Do we have a narrow talent base? Because it seems the game is just within Kampala. What is the problem? Can't we have a bigger team, perhaps call even a national team of 60 players, from which we finally identify the team to represent such a big tournament?
It's like all games anyway in this country. Most of them are within Kampala. And I don't think it is really surprising, because we don't really invest a lot in the game of sports like other areas, other countries, for instance. You understand? There is that imbalance, really, from the other side. Stakeholders, our sponsors, and that kind of thing. They don't seem really very much interested in some of the games. But the talent is there. The other people I really blame, I think, would be we, the coaches, because the Uganda Volleyball Federation has trained over 1,000 coaches from different parts of the country. You get it? But you go to a few places where you find the game. And in some of these places, when you go there, the game is at a lower level. And you're asking yourself, where are all the coaches? And funny enough, the coaches that have been are not doing their job. They are complaining, money, this, that kind of thing. Well, what do you do? That's the whole problem.
Back to the tournament now. What are Uganda's chances here? You have managed to defeat Tanzania in straight sets. You are left with Egypt and the Kenyans. Do you think they will be in position to sail past this stage?
It is difficult for me to say really if we would sail through. But you see, games are very interesting. It depends really on how our girls will be during the time of the games. We might cause an upset, but on paper, Kenya and Egypt are better teams. But we are going in as underdogs. We surely have nothing to lose. We just have to play our game and make sure that we give it our best. And you never know. We might be among the two that are in there.
Finally, Coach, it has been very nice talking to you specifically on this competition and the national team. I hope they make it past this stage as they play their last games against Egypt and the Kenyans with you.
Thank you very much. It is always a pleasure to talk to NTV.
Thank you.